Hi there, I'm Caroline Jones. Now, you may remember back in 2015, I fundraised for Cancer Research UK with a campaign called Knickers Models Own. Does that ring a bell? It's where I styled myself head to toe in second-hand clothes, a different outfit every single day for a year, other than my pants, which were always my own. I'll let you into a secret. I never planned to do it for a year. Thought I'd do it for about a week. If I'm honest, maybe 10 days max. Oh, and the other thing, there was no planning. There was no project management, no strategy, not really much thought other than quite like the word knickers. But you know what? I reckon that if there had been too much planning and thought, I probably wouldn't have done it because I would have panicked and thought, oh, it's going to be too hard. But I got over the finishing line at the end of the year, 2015, and did that and thought, I've done it, I've completed it, it's achieved. And that got me thinking, because if I can do something like this with no background in fundraising, maybe there are other people out there with their own fundraising stories, their own motivation to raise awareness. Maybe there's deeper conversations that could be had. And so I am thrilled to announce the launch of my very first podcast series, What Have I Done?, sponsored by Just Giving. And in each episode, I've had the absolute privilege to speak to the most inspiring fundraisers, each with their own story, their own cause, their own reason for taking up a challenge. I was able to lift the lid on how they got started, what was their inspiration, where did the seed of the idea come from? I'm always absolutely fascinated by that moment, that absolute crystallizing moment that the idea lands, and also what it took. You know, what was the plan? What was the idea? How did they move forward every single day in their own challenge? There's some fascinating insight actually into that. What have I done, by the way, was the question. It was the number one thing in my head. What have I done? What have I done? Because when you're doing fundraising, it's a very solo, unless you're doing it in a team or with a partner, it's a very solo place to be, and the buck stops with you. And it was this question I would ask myself frequently. So I hope you love the listen. I hope you feel inspired to fundraise yourself. Maybe that's the moment you've been waiting for, just to get that motivation and move forward with your own fundraising ideas. Do it. Do it. There's no right moment, honestly. And also, if you're a charity, maybe you could lean into these conversations and learn from these inspiring individuals. There's so much rich depth there. So please do have a listen. Thank you so much to everybody behind the podcast series. Again, thank you to Just Giving, and thank you to every single one of my guests. It means such a lot to me that this is now launched. I think sometimes you do have to be out of your depth, like this, a bit out of my depth, to move forward in life and to do things and be brave. Thank you.